Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Uche, and today we're going to be talking about smartphones, smartphone photography. I'm going to be telling you how to make your smartphone footage look more cinematic and look more professional. As always, if you haven't seen my last video, I'm going to link it right here, and let's enjoy the video. If you do photography or if you do videography or you surround yourself with photographers or videographers, there's probably a statement you've heard. The best camera is the camera you have on you. And what that statement is saying is the priority is always to catch the moment. You're not always going to be with your $50,000 camera, you're not always going to be with your $5,000 camera, but you're more than likely going to be with your smartphone. I'm going to be the first to admit that I typically shy away from shooting things on my phone because it's like you spent all this money on your camera, you spent all this money on your DSLR, your mirrorless camera. Why would I take anything on my smartphone? Today I'm going to be showing you a few ways in which you can elevate your smartphone videography, in which you can take your iPhone and your Android footage to the next level. So the very first thing we're going to do is don't shoot anything on your native camera app. I mean, the iPhone camera app it's cool. It's nice, but the thing is, it doesn't give you any manual controls over anything. So what I recommend is getting this app called Filmic Pro. Now, this is not sponsored by Filmic Pro by any chance, but I really use the app, so I feel good when I endorse something I use. Filmic Pro gives you access to all different arrays of manual controls. You're able to shoot on log, you're able to shoot on flat profile, so you can color grade your footage later on. With Filmic Pro, it's super easy to change your frame rate. So let's say you want to shoot in 24 FPS, which is the standard theater Hollywood movie style. All you need to do is go into the app, and right on the home page, you're able to change your frame rate. Let's say from 24 FPS, you want to jump to slow motion. Super easy, just dial in it gives you so much control. You can just dial in 120 FPS and automatically you're shooting that. On the standard iPhone app, you technically can do that, but it's just a little bit more cumbersome. You have to go to settings, then general, then something. It's just long. Filmic Pro gives you every single thing you need on the home screen right there. Literally at the home screen of the app, it gives you every single thing you need. The second thing we need to talk about is stabilization. Nothing gives a more amateur feel to a footage than shaky footage. So I recommend using a stabilizer or a gimbal. My personal gimbal of choice is the Zhiyun Smooth Q. It was a gift to me by my girlfriend. Shout out my girlfriend. So I recommend using that. And if you haven't seen my video on the Zhiyun Weeble S, I'm going to link it right here. It's a more professional stabilizer which you use for your bigger mirrorless cameras or your DSLR cameras, but the functionality between the Smooth Q, which is for the iPhone, and the Zhiyun Weeble S is pretty much the same for the most part. Most stabilizers do the same things. They have the basic same functionalities. And right now I'm going to put up two footages as I typically do, show you one that's without stabilization and show you one that was shot on the iPhone XR and the Smooth Q. And last but not least, my final tip for you guys today is color grading your footage. I don't know if it's just me, but I can always tell an iPhone footage, or I can always tell footage that's shot on the phone. But if you color grade your footage, it sets you apart from the rest of the iPhone shooters, or it sets you apart from the rest of the Android shooters. Now, it will not necessarily match a DSLR or professional grade camera, but it will definitely elevate your smartphone photography or your smartphone videography. I'm going to show you some side-by-side footages of things that weren't color graded and things that have been color graded, and you tell me if you notice a difference. And that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you learned something today. We gave you 3 tips and we're going to recap again. And that is color grading your footage, using stabilization, and last but not least, do not shoot anything on your stock camera app. Get Filmic Pro. And please sponsor me, Filmic Pro. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash the like button, comment, and subscribe. No, wait 1 second. Before we end the video, if you're not subscribed, what are you really doing though? Like, what are you actually really doing? What's good? You watch the video, you like it, so subscribe. Like literally. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.